Well, I've got 1.8 million credits with me right now. So I guess that's that.
Dilly said 111.
Yep. Hey, were there more players coming to the training? By the way, SA tank forever. You don't have to. You don't need to have a tier 8.
User joined your channel.
You can join with any tank you like.
Okay.
Fiets, I'll be in a couple of minutes.
How do I change tank?
You click on garage,
Oh, fantastic.
and as long as it says team training next to the battle button, you can just select any tank you want and then press battle again. But make sure that it says team training next to the right battle button, because if it says random, you'll start a random battle.
Yeah,
Will you bring
also
a
in the
faster
bottom
tank?
left corner there's also the little red button, team training, and you can click on that and get back into the screen.
User joined your channel.
It has to be C8 heavy?
Preferably, but if you don't have it, pick something else.
Oh, I do have a C8 heavy. Just ruined one, but I'm gonna go with this guy.
Alright, random pad, that's not gonna work.
Wow.
Oh, give me a chance to pick something.
Yeah.
Hey, Headless, I can now confirm that at Brooklands for military
Alright,
vehicles
you know
day
what,
is on the 19th.
We have an IS-7. Me as well, I'm gonna pick something with a little bit more HP.
If we're doing it on armor, I can go my VK.
You wanna pick your VK? I'm cool with that. But remember, then you are a volunteer.
Ooh, the IS4.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Pretty cool. We have another, could we have one more volunteer with a big, heavily armored tank?
1795.
I've got a Patriot for hill down.
E10,
No, we're not gonna do hold down, trust me. That's not gonna work.
E10.
E75, cool. Alright, is
Fiets,
everybody
one second, I'm joining.
I can take type 4. If
No, this is cool. Nobody's joining, cool.
User joined your channel.
Boom, and we start.
Wait,
Now! What?
I didn't join.
Why not?
Oh, I did. Okay.
Alright, listen.
Sorry, I wanted to choose IS3, but okay, I'll do this.
It's more or less an IS3.
Alright, listen
Yeah.
up. Now,
A bit better.
yeah, we're not gonna shoot yet. No shooting yet. Now, in a battle, we are usually up against well, if we fight heavies against heavies, what do we know about heavy tanks?
Armor.
Armor, hit points, sometimes slow, sluggish.
Big guns most of the time as well.
Especially the armor, but
User
where
left
do
your
they
channel.
have that armor?
Front.
In the front.
Yeah. Now, where are they easy to penetrate?
Anywhere else most of the time.
Lower plate, side, back, side turret, back turret.
Yeah. Now, I'm not a big fan of the lower plate. Some lower front plates are, well, pretty well armored, and in close combat you're shooting down on them, and the angle doesn't improve.
My VK's got 260 mil effective armor on the lower plates, for example.
Yeah. Now, if, for example, Madigan, can you stay there? Now, if I would have been Madigan's enemy, and I would have been, in this position, I would have had plenty of teammates next to me. How should I shoot that VK?
Next to the gun.
I'm going to drive.
Cupola.
I already put my
Yeah.
gun to the side.
I will
I'm going to
do
drive
all.
like this. Here I put an auto aim, boom, I fire. Now, what are the odds of me bouncing on him?
On the side, pretty low.
If I shoot in his side?
Pretty low. Still,
If you-
chance of bouncing. It's
If
pretty
you
low.
aim below the spaced armor.
Space armor on the VK?
Three.
There isn't any space time on the VK, that's for IS3s.
If it would have been an IS3, I would have said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
On the
yeah.
VK,
was-
I think there's a 98% chance I will penetrate. If I just use auto aim and shoot in his side. Now, if I would have shoot him in the front, I would have tried to. And let's say I'm gonna miss on purpose. Boom. What should I do?
Angle your tank.
See, whether I penetrate or bounce him, what should I do? Angle my tank? No.
Push.
What I should do is simply, if I fire, boom. Whether I penetrate, luckily, or bounce, it doesn't matter. Still gonna make this move. Because as soon as I'm reloaded, now, boom, I will shoot him in the side. So yes, I could gamble on that first shot, like, yeah, maybe it's gonna penetrate, maybe it's gonna bounce, but let's make sure that the next shot will be in his side. Now, the complete enemy team, with our team, fall back a little bit. AC cut, can you position yourself next to the VKB and drive forward 12 seconds? So, you're going to position the other way, and I'm going to... and then drive forward 12 seconds. Now, I'm going to position myself over here. VKB, what are you doing?
Oh, you didn't mean me move. Oh, sorry.
Do you know where you were?
More or less.
Alright. Alright. Now, what I want you guys to do from the enemy team is that, I think you need to move a little bit forward, AZ kit. Alright. What I want you to do is make one line. And complete enemy team fall back a little bit further towards maybe the back of F3. Now, this team of AZ Cut, Metagun, and me, Fiets, we are not going to shoot at all. What I want the enemy team to do is shoot once on the front while on the move. You know what, AZ Cut, you fall back to where I am. Just position yourself between the buildings.
What type of line do you want us to do?
Yeah, just wait a second. Fall back a little bit further for the enemy team. Alright, now, like I said, I want you to make a lineup behind each other. And what I want you to do is shoot once on my front, and then move forward and make sure the next shot is also aimed on my side. After that, you just keep on moving, and you're going to shoot the next shot also aimed on Madigan when you're in his side, 90 degree in his side. And then the last shot on AZ Cut also aimed in his side. If you reload it a little bit sooner, no, nonetheless, just hold your shot a little bit. And let's see what happens. So you're going to drive one by one, shoot, boom, and move. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, you know what, let's start with the small guy, the STRV. Just shoot once and you'll probably reload it a lot faster. Just, yeah, you can use auto aim on me and then shoot and... yeah, you can shoot. Alright, now move your turret to the side, auto aim on my side. Alright, everybody, do it and keep moving. Just move to the next one. Go.
Wow.
No, one at a time, one at a time. Alright, that's cool. You can do it from two sides. And when you're reloaded on my side, then you shoot again. Keep moving, don't aim for weak spots. Keep moving. Alright, the next one, go. And try to shoot auto aim on the side of that VK. Alrighty. I'm actually quite surprised that we have still so many bouncers on site.
That was
Shooting
my
the back.
side there, mate.
Lol.
Yeah.
Off my ass.
I think one of the reasons why is very simple. Let me see, I lost about 2k damage, so that means 4 shots, no, I think 4 penetrating shots on me. Hey, they managed to kill the T-75. Yeah, cool. Now what I noticed, is that a lot of people, drive a little bit towards the middle. Can everybody move a little bit forward? Towards the middle? Now, what you need to do is cheat.
Is
Now,
what?
Cheat. Now, there are two ways of cheating. Now, if for example, I would push on a fighter, and I would put him on auto aim, and I wanted to shoot him in his side, there are two things I can do. One of them is put an auto aim, and when I push past him, turn my tank like this, so I shoot on the middle, and then shoot. And the second one is not putting it on auto aim, but putting my gun like this and just wait until I see that tank and then boom, fire. What I see, what happens a lot, is that, well, of course, also because I said it, you put it on auto aim and you keep driving. That means you're still working with your third reverse and you will shoot, well, behind the enemy tank.
Yeah, I've got a couple of big hits into the back of my tank.
Yeah. Now, what do you guys prefer? To aim manually and just wait until the enemy is in your sight, or do you wanna, you know, put it on auto aim and turn your tank a little bit when you're behind it?
Auto aim for
Bit-
me.
Depending on the tank.
Yeah, exactly. If
Yeah.
I is free, I would like to aim myself, and with an Cromwell, I just go on auto aim.
Yeah. But if you're facing in an IS-3, an IS-4,
Then
Like-
I'm gonna auto aim on this. No, I'm gonna stop and do it myself.
you're gonna do it yourself. That means you're driving, including your turret. You can lock it with the right mouse button and, you know, let's say I'm gonna shoot on whatever, weirdly. And whenever I think, hey, I can shoot. That's cool. That's one way. Alright, you can finish off Madigan and you can finish off Fiets.
Oh, that's just me. That's that's me right there. How did I do to you, man?
I wanted to take down at least one tank before I died.
Alrighty. By the way, do we all know the trick if it comes down to IS-3?
What do you mean?
Trick?
I'm gonna pick an IS-3, whoever has an IS-3 pick it. It's a trick I showed probably already many times.
Drive by, huh?
Yeah, drive by. Do you like it?
Yeah, I do.
Alright, cool.
It
Renifex,
works.
can you pick something else?
Yes. For an IS-3?
Preferably. Alright, now, this is a small trick for the IS-3, how to finish off IS-3s in close combat. If you control this, well, is it skill or trick or whatever, yes, you will penetrate a lot more shots, and it will also be very calm and very relaxing in gameplay.
Just chill.
Yeah. Now, if it comes down to an IS-3 and you are in an IS-3, where do you want to shoot an IS-3?
The wheels.
Side.
Just below the upper tracks.
Yeah. The IS-3 is pretty weak armored. It's quite easy to penetrate in the front. The problem is space armor. You all know where the space armor is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody who doesn't?
Yeah, sounds right.
I don't think I don't.
Who doesn't know? Who was that, by the way?
Me? I don't know.
Who didn't?
I don't know.
What's your in-game name?
The one who didn't know the space armor?
I didn't. Easy cut.
Easy got
Isn't
two.
Isn't on the tracks?
Easy got. Alright,
training.
let's go to the middle.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the IS-3, right, I'm gonna position myself up against AZ cut. Now, if you're facing frontally, the easiest spot is the lower front plate, of course, but also the upper front plate is pretty easy to penetrate. Even straight in front, yeah, you'll probably penetrate it quite easily. If it's a little bit angled, just shoot on the other upper front plate because it has a tight nose, but yeah, shouldn't be too difficult. But if you look just above the tracks, do you see that triangle thing just above the tracks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot you, easy cut. What happened?
Bounce.
No, that did not bounce. If you look at the tank and where I hit it,
Oh, it's
it
penetration.
is a penetrating shot. This complete sidebar. Oh, that one actually bounced, but no,
Yeah.
it didn't bounce. No, it went in. That complete sidebar is space armor. Now, people who say it's an IS-3, I shoot in the back of an IS-3 and it didn't even do damage. Because this is still space armor. That complete
Spaced.
sidebar is space armor. Now, if you would shoot with a relatively high caliber, and you would shoot over here, in a 90-degree angle, there is a big possibility that you will penetrate the space armor and also go through the next layer. And if that happens, there's a big possibility that the turret goes, "Hey, I can fly!"
Yeah, I could even do that with an SU-100i.
Yeah, like I said, that's where his ammo rack is, just below the turret. But nonetheless, it still is space armor. So whatever you do, you don't want to shoot an enemy IS-3 on that spot. Do you see it, AZ?
Yeah.
Now I had 3 penetrating shots on you, but you lost 0 hit points. That's got you in space armor. So that is not a good spot to shoot on an IS-3. Now, like I said, the front is quite, well, relatively easy to penetrate, but there is a possibility that the shot will bounce. How and where would you like to shoot an IS-3?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Where would you like to shoot an IS-3?
Lower plate or upper front,
No.
well, the peak.
What he thinks is an angled nose, because that will flatten out his armor. Just below the gun mantlet, so it dips into his upper plate.
I'm
I
in an
know
IS-3.
that's a weak spot.
Yeah, I'm in an IS-3, I'm in close combat. I don't want to shoot for small places.
No. Oh, I thought if it heads on, head on, and you can't shoot his upper.
Just
plate
above the
anymore,
gun.
Just under the gun.
Now, technically, somebody said just above the gun. Now, if you look from above, and you see a square plate on the top of the turret, right?
It's 40 mil thick.
Yeah, it's green for me on my angle.
Do we have any idea what the armor is on that plate?
40 mil.
14 millimeters.
You can penetrate it with a load factor, yes. It's
No, I thought they buffed it.
Well, yeah, I believe from 30 to 40, but it's still very, very weak. But if you're in an IS-3 yourself, it's pretty difficult to penetrate. If you're, for example, in a 5100 Team Seeker, you know, a big tank, yeah, and you're face hugging, yeah, every shot goes through. So don't face hug with those tanks. But if you're in an IS-3, I don't prefer aiming for that spot. I want to shoot on the move. I want to have la 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 easy shot. Where
Under
am
it, spaced armor.
Try that 40mm shot
I? Who's asking?
Dukins, I never know about that place.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Where are you?
Shoot on me.
I'm in front of him.
Just shoot on me.
Yeah, shoot once on Renefet. Maybe keep some distance. Makes it easier. Because now you're closing, you can see that Dukins just need to shoot up.
Yeah, okay.
Just go for that shot once.
Interesting.
Aim, and kaboom! No. Oh, please, not everybody shoot. Nobody was allowed to shoot on Dukins.
Yeah.
Let me see, where did the shot go? Oh, too low. Yeah, you shot below it.
See, it's always going there, okay.
You're
Yeah,
hitting.
no.
You're hitting right on my mantlet.
Yeah,
I need
but
I'm even.
Oi.
aiming-
Sorry.
I can try it once.
There you go.
Hey, I
User
did it.
joined your channel.
Now I'm raising my gun. Try to do the same now, Adukins.
Alright, he's almost dead. Alright, let's hold our fire for now.
No problem.
But that is a very small place to shoot an IS-3. Now, if for example, alright, spider, hold your position. If I would be fighting spider, for example, I'm in front of the spider, alright, what I would do, and what I would like to prefer, I aim my turret 90 degrees to the side. I'm gonna look from above, so I, how do you call it, track my mouse back, and at this point I lock my turret. I press the right mouse button, so I can just look around me whatever I like.
Useful.
Then I'm gonna put it on cruise control, full speed forward. I'm gonna make sure that I have the right distance from Dukans, and as soon as I see Dukans in my aiming circle, I fire, and the shot penetrates. While moving and shooting, I had a lot of overview on what was going on the map. I could see everything. I didn't have to aim carefully whatsoever, no. I just was maximum aiming downwards. I locked my turret, and then I shot on the move. If you shoot like this, and you control it, I think about 95% of your shots will penetrate. Alright, everybody, make a line and try to do this on move. Now, the distance should be a little bit, well, you have to work on it. What is the right distance? Because if you're too close, you will shoot my space armor. If you're too far away, you will shoot the ground. So, let's work on it. Do we all see Fiets? Right, so
Yes.
just try it. Lock your turret, look down, lock your turret, and when you think, hey, that one's next to me, shoot. No worries, you can shoot me, you can kill me. IS-7 really tried to be next to me. See? Even the Stradivarius can penetrate like this. That was in the ground, wow.
Yeah, because my
if it's
gun
in the
is
ground,
down.
you just gotta be a little bit closer. Cool. Alright. That was Guta. Now everybody can try it on Guta. Guta, stay stationary. Because you controlled it. So the rest can try it on you. Remember, I think you're going to be about 3 tank wides away from the tank, and then you will shoot below the space armor. Now, different tanks will have different distance. Try to focus on the right tank, Commander Pete.
Sorry.
That was not the right tank to shoot. Peter was defending
No,
himself.
I don't have the names of them.
Alright. Right, the next, please. Just only shoot one tank. By the way, if you press Alt, do you see the name?
Alt?
Alt?
Ah, yeah, I see.
Alright,
Oh,
cool.
shooting
Alright,
Dukans.
who's going to be the next one?
Dukans. He's a one shot.
Well, then that would not be a good idea. Madigan's going to be the next volunteer. Alright, everybody try to lock your turret, drive about 3 tank wides away from the tank, and shoot while looking from above. Not zoomed in, not sniping, but from above. And do it in a 90-degree angle. Don't shoot too early, don't shoot him in the front, only shoot him in the side. 90 degrees in his side. It is an IS-7 now, but lock your turret. If you control this, it will be very calm, very easy, and very relaxed shoot. For those who are doing this seriously, do you already notice that it's very easy to shoot a tank like that?
Surprised there wasn't ammo racks. You damaged this earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because the ammo rack is very close over there.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, the rest of you try to finish each other off by just shooting 90 degrees to the side, on the move. And just shoot them by not by aiming but by timing. So not aiming, timing. Watch your turret and time it. So you're gonna be on flat ground. Watch your turret, AZK, watch your turret. All you need to do is time. Time, time, time. Alright. There's a lot of distance. I don't believe you played on timing. A lot of you played on aiming. But do we all understand the idea of this?
Not really.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Who didn't understand it quite?
Dukins, of course.
Dukins, cool. We're gonna do it again. Dukins, can you shoot teammates?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't understand. Should I put my gun sight down and then to lock it, or it should be on normal to the ground?
90 degrees to the right, aim straight
I'm
down.
gonna explain it to you step by step. No
But
worries.
straight down, it's making me. My first shot went into the ground.
It
Yeah,
means you
then
need to be
you're too far
closer.
away.
But you don't need to aim, Dukins. You just point it 90 degrees and you zoom all the way out. It goes automatically down the ground line.
Let's go to the middle of the field, no shooting yet. I'm gonna explain it to Dukins.
Oh no, it's a tier 10 game.
Alright, Dukins. Just stop your tank, Dukins. Just stop, stay there. Dukins, stop, stop. Yeah, good. Alright, Dukins, I will be your enemy. Enemy! I think this is a pretty okay position now. Alright, Dukins, look towards your left. 90 degrees to your left with your... Cool! Now, zoom out. So maximum zoomed out, you have the most view. And now try to look from above. So is your gun aiming to the ground? Dukins?
Load
I
the gun.
suppose I'm watching from
Yes,
up.
yes.
Alright,
Yes,
now,
Dukins.
Dukins, press the right mouse button and keep the red mouse button pressed
Okay.
constantly. Now,
Now
put your
look
cruise
around.
control on full speed forward. No, 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 don't turn, you're too far away. Alright, yeah. Yeah, this should be a little bit. Alright, yeah, this should be okay. Cool, yeah. Alright, put your cruise control full speed forward. And wait until you see me, your gun aimed towards me, and then you press fire. Fire! That's cool! And that's it. And while doing that, you can just look around you, whatever you like. Until you see that enemy to your side, and then boom, fire. You understand, Dukins?
Yeah.
It's also good for looking at the map.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the mini map, see what's going around you, because I know that was a problem for you. You said, and if you do that, you're aiming at the last tank in one match. Then if you do that, you can just finish him up, have a look around, what is going on around you, what should be your next step.
Yeah. By the way, Dukins, you're now pretty far away. As you can see, you're shooting into the ground. Should have been about, normally I say 2 tank lengths away, right away. That means you're up. This distance is about okay. But if you go too far, you might hit the ground.
Can I do that without cruise control?
Yes, if you want to do it without cruise control, that's cool.
It's much easier for me.
Alright. Normally cruise control only helps you, but if you want to do it without, that's cool. But if you can just, use the cruise control and you can just look around, I think it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, how do you put on cruise control?
I have it on the R button.
I think it's set as R on standard. For cruise control reverse, I think it's F.
I didn't know it was a thing.
Oh, really? You don't have a T95?
For forward and back.
Because the cruise control is the best thing in the game.
Alright, now I just go naturally with my WSAD keys and
Alright everybody, try to finish each other off by using this technique. So you will have maximum overview. Just try to position your tank in a position where you can
Missed all of the training peaks.
What is this? Focus fire Dukins Day.
yeah. It's always focus fire Dukins Day.
Now, if you notice that you're in a game and you notice that this does not work and you need to aim manually, yeah, sure, aim manually. But if you already start like this, you will already have an advantage in position. And if you try it like this, you are already attempting to go for the side and the flank to the enemy. So your position will be very good. Now, besides hitting the spaced armors, do we know any other reasons why we miss or down shots?
Overmatching or angling on the armor on the side.
When they try to use the lock your turret.
That wasn't 90 degrees.
No, I've seen a lot of not 90 degrees angling shooting.
My turret was damaged, I couldn't turn it.
No worries. But like I said, do we notice any other reasons why we miss or bounce shots? By the way, Dukan, do you understand the idea now?
Yeah, thanks.
Good. Was there anybody else who wants an invite?
Yes, Heaven.
Can I ask, can we have a look at where we can ammo rack the IS-3?
Well, technically that is in the back of the turret and on the side, just below the turret.
Here we go.
Yeah. If you want to know those spots, I would recommend, just Google it on or YouTube or whatever, and you will find a lot of useful information about where the MLX or the weak spots are. Now, I've seen, by the way, the next thing that I'm going to explain to you, I've seen it happen quite a lot. Right, if random pattern has its Bitcoin ready up, you can start the next one.
My
Okay.
IS-3 crew is still in battle. I'm sorry about that. Can I,
Yeah,
can I go on something else?
Yeah, pick another thing. No worries about that one.
Heaven must be missing an angel.
KV-85 of all things. Alright, let's go to the middle. No shooting yet. Now, one other reason what I see what happens quite a lot, and one of the reasons why people miss and bounce shots, moving. Now, as soon as you're in close combat, depending a little bit on what team you're up against, technically there are three possibilities, right? The team is a lot worse, the team is a lot better, or the team is about the same skill with the players.
Sorry.
Now, if they are a lot worse, what is important and what is not important?
Fully aim shots.
Hey,
Fully aim
Bonusha.
shot. Well, as long as you
Welcome to the
penetrate the
stream.
shot, you're definitely gonna win.
We're just doing a training right
Side
now. It
that
should
probably will
end
miss and
in
bounce
about
each
half
shot.
an hour, I think. When I
If the
play
team
randoms.
is a lot better, what is important?
Where is the tank?
Every shot counts.
Yes, every shot counts. You need to penetrate your shots. If you have the same level, what is important?
Stay together. No, focus fire.
Make the shots. Please no shooting. Make the
Oops,
shots
sorry.
count. Making the shots count is always important. whether you're up against a good, a bad, or same level player. If you make the shots count, you're gonna win. And if you're up against a Unicorn clan, well, you also need to focus fire to win, and you can make the shots count. But always think that the enemy will make the shots count. Try not to do this wiggle, because the enemy is very unlikely to miss or bounce because of that. Trust me, the enemy will make the shots count. If they're tomatoes, it doesn't matter. They will miss and bounce anyway. And if they're very good, they're not going to miss and bounce because of that. But what I see, what happens a lot, is that they move forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards. The enemy shoots, the enemy penetrates. They keep moving forward and backwards. And then because they're moving, they're not fully aimed. And we are the ones missing and bouncing because we are not fully aimed. So what you need to do is, and I'm going to miss on purpose, for example, you shoot, boom. And then you can move, blah 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 la 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 la. And I can look around, yeah, we're still focusing on him, and I aim, I'm loaded, boom, I fire. But don't wiggle your tank while shooting. Even if you notice that, he's aiming on me, he might gonna penetrate me, yeah, cool, whatever. I will penetrate him as well. Just make sure your shot counts. Making your shot count is much more important than try to make the enemy bounce. And as soon as you make every shot count, then you can try to wiggle your tank, play hold down, side trade, whatever. But first, make your shot count. And that means just stay stationary, aim for the weak spot you want to shoot on, and then fire. Is that clear to everybody?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Just for now, we're not going to shoot on each other, but we are going to do it a few times. We're going to stay, just aim on a tree or a bush or whatever. Oh! One moment.
And he's gone. Guys, he's evacuated. He's bailing out.
He's answering his door, probably.
Yeah, probably. Pizza delivery, maybe.
Pizza delivery sounds like a good idea right now.
Oh, guys. I need to go for a minute. I'll be right back.
Be strong, don't kill each other.
Let's go down.
You said peace, Sean, don't kill each other.
Let's push him into the water.
Fiets, I will just practice this a little. I will not shoot.
Alright, do you like Putin? It doesn't matter, but I'm okay with him. I mean, he could be worse. It's not great, but yeah, I've seen worse.
Really, bro?
Ramming speed.
At least you're gonna ram me, you kill me.
Well, my tank's much heavier. I guess it's that. Alright, guys, help me push Fiets. Everyone get behind me.
Hey.
Gurfa, behind me, not beside me.
Hey, you move my tank, dude.
Come on, hurry up before he gets back.
Let's go in the water.
Yeah, why not?
Huh, I'm back. Oh. Totally, I left my light on my car. So, alright. Where did we say? Alright, everybody. Like I said, I want you to find a bush or a tree or whatever, something you fire on, but I want you to fire on it. Aim carefully, fire, move for 8-9 seconds, and then shoot again on that same bush. So, fire, move. Drive around until you have 2 or 3 seconds That's your reload time, aim carefully, and shoot. And move again.
Oh, I've lost which bush I was shooting at. They're all the same colour.
No worries.
Should have fenced him.
Do we all understand why we're doing this?
Practice.
Yep. So you're
Consistency.
What are we practicing?
well, technically that we're shooting, and we make sure that we're aiming before we pull off our shot.
Fully aim.
All right, everybody come towards the middle. Alrighty. Everybody put your cruise control on full speed forward.
And aim at SA tank forever.
Drive circles, and when I say go, we can shoot on each other. And all I want to see is make everybody make the shot count. So just aim first, then shoot. Alright, go! If you needed 1 or 2 seconds extra to aim, that's cool. Don't focus fire, or at least you don't have to focus fire. But I want you to make sure that every shot's down.
I can't just take some dead.
Don't miss, don't
Do you
bounce.
want us to shoot while driving or stop?
No,
aiming?
you don't. You can shoot whatever you like, but like I
Marvin, are
said,
you going backwards if you were
yeah, you can put up your cruise control if you like. I just want you to make every shot count, and no misses and no bounces.
Tracked, does that count?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, 35 pen is not the best.
Just make sure you aim first on a weak spot before you pull that trigger, and you're fully aimed.
You stopped again. How was that on full through cruise control?
No, you can pull your cruise control. You can stop to aim. That's not a problem. But I want you to start on the move. Like I said, you can stop to aim and boom. And make the shot count. No worries, we're gonna try this again.
Yeah, you hit my hammer rack.
No worries.
I
Because
drunk
now-
like bear.
And I don't use money in trading.
Yeah.
I did exactly 50,000. Repeat that I did exactly 50,000 damage.
Well, that's an entire IS-3.
Killed 2 IS-3s, man.
Yeah, René was kinda shocking me.
Yeah, I focus. I always.
Alright, remember guys, we're now gonna start right from the start. We're gonna push through the middle, straight forward towards the enemy base. Afterwards, I'm only gonna look at one thing. How many shots everybody penetrated. I'm not gonna look at the damage. If you did 0 damage and you fired 0 shots, you have a perfect score. If you fired 20 shots and you penetrated 19, you screwed up.
I'm not going to do too well in the K-35 Fiets.
Well, make sure your shots count. Make sure you aim very well for the weak spots. You will be able to penetrate.
Yeah, from the sides you will
Will
be
I?
able to penetrate
170.
every.
Well,
At least don't focus the KV-85 first.
Yeah,
Pete,
well,
with one-
team,
with
You're-
170
let's
pen.
not,
Yes.
let's not shoot tank first.
What, we're shooting from the moment we see enemies, aren't we?
just make sure you aim for the sides, the back, or really the track. Somebody
Oh,
already
they
fired,
already
and
fired.
that means you missed. So you cannot have a perfect score anymore.
So
we started?
don't shoot STRV first, let him play it.
Hey, not ramming.
Yeah, whatever you like. It's all about shots fired and how many shots penetrated.
Really? My ammo rack?
I can't panic an IS-3.
Really? Make sure you
I've got
on the right
170.
spot.
Fiets, I've got 170 pound. I can't do it.
Really?
I think you can through the back of it.
170 should be enough.
I won't know now.
Oh, my perfect score. I've ruined it. Damn. Here's a fountain that the shell can go through.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
No worries, mate.
Remember,
Hey.
it's all about penetrating your shot. And if you don't have a shot, then don't fire. Take the shots down.
And about the first shot I fired, like before anyone else said anything, I pushed my button by mistake, so I'm sorry about that.
Remember, don't shoot on the move. Try to be really to aim for a good weak spot. Do relocate while reloading. Ooh.
Oh.
That was
Oh. I was lucky.
Remember, guys, even the KG85 has plenty of penetration. 170 is more than enough to penetrate an ISP.
Where?
Lower place and back.
It was in a training room, I have to confess that. But one-on-one, I beat an IS-7 in my Talk 2.
What were you doing in that match?
No, it was in a training room. The guy was actually playing serious. In a real battle, by the way, back in the old days, it was an IS-8. Do you still remember that one?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I was in a KV-1.
Oh.
One-on-one, I beat an IS-8 with my KV-1.
What's the IS-8 now? Oh yeah, the T10, isn't it?
That was
Three players from both teams have perfect score.
I should check that one.
In our team, that's only Fiets, and in second team, it's Pete, and I don't remember who is second.
Yeah, Madigan missed one, bounced one, so technically 9 fired, only 2 penetration. I have 4 out of 4. Woohoo! Dukens, shot 5, hit 5, 1 bounce. Dukens, fired 5, penetrated only 3. Heaven forbid, KV85. Shot 2. Bounce 2. Renepet. Did not make 2 shots count. Wop, wop, wop.
Yeah, it was the first shot on the way in, and it was a bloody
Yeah.
IS-7.
Yeah, don't shoot on the move in a situation like that. Headless Rooster has a perfect score, well done. Commander Chief, perfect score, well done.
Thank you.
Fighter, bounced 1. SA tank, yeah, very low pen of course with that Stradivarius. But that is an issue. But even then, you know, really aim for the back. And if you don't have shots on the back or a real weak spot, try to get in a better position first. Constantly try to move, and find a better position.
By the way,
Yeah.
one of the aiming circles in game, you can pick every rectangle you want in the settings, but one has, the stock one, has that little small, really small, if you zoom out, little circle in the middle. It's green when you can penetrate the tank, it's orange when it's doubtful, and it's red when you will bounce. That will also help greatly when I fire on the move.
Yeah.
Like if I go in the IS-3 and I go to sit in the side and it's green, I pull my trigger.
Yeah, but it's not 100% reliable.
Not
Shell
really.
green for spaced
It
armor
doesn't
as well.
count in armor
Angry.
and effective armor.
No.
Also, if you aim at the lower plate of an IS-3 with an IS-3, you get a green, so...
Alright, somebody wants to play tier 10. We gotta switch a little bit. These both
Object
tier 10, tier 10.
140.
Alright, we're gonna try to do the same. And remember, it's all about the shots you fired and making them count. So, even if you have less shots fired, but you make them all count, you have a perfect score. And try to be, you know, try to be stationary when you aim, and really aim for a weak spot, and then boom. Then it's like, yes, this shot will count. then fire. If that means you need to wait a few seconds, wait a few seconds. Remember, if you need to reload, you have to wait 11 seconds. Now, do we all know the term DPM?
Yep.
What does it stand for?
Damage per minute.
Yes. What will happen to the DPM if you miss or bounce a shot?
Will go down.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you need to wait a 2 or 3 seconds,
Sorry. Then it will be stable. It will be less than if you miss a shot.
Oh, I've lost my perfect score already. This is awful. Oh my god.
no, I fired 2 and I penetrated 2, so I have a perfect score. Remember, try to be stationary and fully aimed when you fire. Make the shot count, don't miss, don't bounce, don't hit the face armor. Not looking at the focus fire whatsoever.
Medic, you went straight for me, man.
Make those shots count. Sitting on the front of an IS-7, I said, you don't have to shoot a specific tank. Make it a lot easier for yourself. Shoot the weakest one, or you see a tank that you can shoot on his side or his back, yeah, go for it. Don't rely on luck.
Oh, this is not fair.
See?
Oh, come on.
That's why the virus can penetrate him.
Ah!
In the rear.
Yeah. So stay in the rear, so you can penetrate him.
I have no clue where to shoot an IS-7
Run
on the
away!
front.
Run away!
No, that is really difficult. Well, the low front plate maybe, but that's about it. Yeah, I think you can penetrate the track. The frontal track should be penetratable on the IS-7.
No,
I
try to
have
only ram
ramming
into that.
damage.
I'm gonna ram him. Never mind.
Sit and play with your food.
Ah.
Oh, that is.
Strict Vine is the last survivor. He's the best player.
Let's see how we did.
Yeah, I managed to freaking bounce a shot on the side of the turret of the IS-7. So what
Yep.
was
I bounced my first shot.
Even the IS-7, he missed one and he bounced one.
I don't remember missing I don't remember missing one.
Yeah, well, it shows one missing, so... Dukens, bounced 3 shots.
Oh yeah, I remember. It's when I
Right.
tried to fire up the turret weak spot on the IS-3 and it just went straight through.
Go for the easy spot. And like I said, if you need to wait a few seconds to get in his side, do it. Dukens, bounced 2 shots. Fiets, perfect score. And Guter also perfect score. Well done.
Thank you.
Renepet, perfect score. Well done. Come on, the feet. Bounced 1.
Yeah, side of the IS-7.
Yeah. Spider, yeah, really.
Turret of the IS-7.
Yeah, it's not really yeah, it's a little bit tricky because if it goes a little bit
Yeah.
up, down, or whatever, your spot will go nowhere.
Was a 50-50.
Yeah. Spider, hit all the shots, but bounced 2. Azekut also bounced 2 shots. Atlas Rooster bounced 1 shot.
Probably off the IS-7.
Penetrated only 1. Just as a tank, by the way, make it easy for yourself. If you're like behind an enemy tank and it's like, hey, I penetrated, you don't have to move to his front. Just stay behind him. Annoy the shit out of him.
Good point.
You're working on your score. Your mission is to, make the shots count.
You're right.
But I got a question, Fiets. When we are pushing, don't you want us to take the first shot on a distance?
No,
Not at all?
no. There was only one objective, and that is make the shot count. That's your only mission.
Because you are reloaded when you get to the next tank where you do that.
Yeah, but the mission was make the shots count. Don't miss, don't bounce. All that matters. The only thing that matters.
Hmm.
And if you don't have a clear shot, you're not convinced that your shot will penetrate, don't fire. Alrighty, enemy team, which is AV16, go towards, what is it, F4, F3, F4. And we're gonna make a lineup over there, which is on D6 for the enemy team. Now, this time, 4 tanks will make a lineup, which is going to be 3 IS-3s and an IS-7. And I want the enemy team to go come push on us. And there's only one objective.
Cap?
Make the shot count.
Oh.
No miss, no bounce, no crazy things, just make the shot count. How you do it, I could not care less. If you don't have a clear shot, don't fire.
Can we shoot as well, Fiets?
Yeah. So whenever you feel ready, push out on the E, F line, E line. That again, can you move a little bit more forward?
We need to go further, or is it fine?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ah, that's all.
Thank
Let's see
you.
how they deal with it.
How's that first?
Just make sure the shots count. If you don't have a clear shot, don't fire. However you do it. Not about focus fire, just really focus. But you make the shots count. Oh. Overkill! Who was doing 139? Is that the Stradivari?
It was.
Yeah, cool. Oh, you can make a stop count.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that was pretty, well, relatively easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we see
I
how
missed my
easy it
first
is?
shot, sadly.
Yeah, but I think relatively quite a high amount of shots penetrated. And it makes it a lot easier if you make those shots count. Now I bounced one shot, but that was because of overkill. Oh, but that's, yeah, Dukin's bounced one as well.
I missed 2. I hit at that tank once.
Yeah. Let me see, come on, Fiets perfect score, Renefet perfect score, Guter.
All on the front of the IS-3.
Bounce one, yeah. Spider perfect score, Headless perfect score. Etiquette, you bounce 2, or miss 2. And SA tank, well, he fired 2, and he penetrated 1, so he did pretty well for that tier 6 or 5, tier 5.
We were almost a double the tanks though.
Yes, you know, and of course, you feel more comfortable when that happens. But, like I said, if you make every shot count, it will be a lot easier. And eventually, you will kill the enemy a lot faster, and more will survive because you kill the enemy faster. I've seen it happen quite a few times, that you push around the corner, the enemy has first shots on you, everybody boom 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 misses or bounces his shot, and the enemy has second shot as well. But now, because we already finished off 2 tanks before we were reloaded, so there were only 2 tanks returning fire after that.
Yeah.
So and that definitely helps a lot. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna call it a night.
Thank you, Fiets. Thank you for the games. Thank you for the lessons.
Thank you.
I hope
Thank
you
you,
find it
Fiets.
useful.
I definitely did. Thank you for that.
Thanks, Fiets.
Thank you, Fiets. I know I turned up late, but I am grateful.
Yeah. You know, and remember, with penetrating your shots, just stay calm, stay relaxed. Makes it a lot easier for yourself. Makes it a lot easier for the field commander because you know if you make the shot count, enemies will die faster, and he can win the next position or make you move on or whatever.
User left your channel.
And usually it's just a matter of
User left your
staying
channel.
calm, staying relaxed, aim carefully for that shot, fire, and move on to the next one. If you aim for 2 or 3 seconds, no field commander will notice that you aimed or waited for 2 or 3 seconds. But if you miss a shot or you bounce a shot, field command, hey, you bounced so many shots. Hey, you missed that shot. Why did you miss that shot? Why did you bounce that shot? They will notice it. But if you penetrate by waiting 2 or 3 seconds, that's good. So, thank you for joining.
Thank you for having us.